My name is Diane. I first met Lance in 2018 at his education funding webinars on Facebook.
I was on social media, I was on Facebook, and I saw Lance and he had an advertisement. I usually don't click on them, but I decided to take a look. I got him in, I was a little skeptical because, there's so many ads on Facebook, social media, and you never really know what you're gonna get. So I had the normal hesitations that I'm sure yourself or normal people would have.
I met Lance Morgan when I used a strategy for college to pay for college and get that money back in retirement. And I was obsessed with why did I not know this existed before now?
Lance taught my family and I to implement strategies to pay for college.
These are principles about paying for college that I was completely unaware of. I'm not a novice, but I'm not an expert, but I definitely learned some things that I didn't know about. I didn't even know I should know, to be honest with you.
I am somebody who has made a ton of financial mistakes, right? Like everything from not saving enough money, not saving enough money for college, not investing.
I have learned more about finances, investing and so forth from him, and a couple of phone calls that I have in the past 25 years from my financial advisor.
We had 2 1-hour-long Zoom calls, and I can honestly say that in those 2 hours, he taught me more about how I can apply this to my own life than Purdue has taught me in 2.5 years at this point.
He explains things so clear and so thorough with his examples, and the live videos and diagrams are really helpful to understand some pretty complicated topics that have at least been complicated in the way they were explained in years prior by other people.
He shared with us a lot of valuable information that we cannot find readily available on the internet or anywhere else for that matter. We don't find many people telling us and sharing the kind of information Lance does.
Lance just puts them in ways that are just super easy to understand.
And I'm at the point where if somebody's got a good idea how to pay for this very expensive education better than what I know, I'm going to take a listen.
He breaks things down, explains things very well, really helps you to understand the ins and outs, shows visuals and so forth. So I'm always excited for my next call with him.
It's really communicated in a very effective way that you're able to retain the information. And Lance's style is fantastic. He basically makes the information so that everybody can really understand it. Not only his method of presenting it, but he's got really effective graphics that he talks to behind him that literally allow you to kind of connect the dots between the principles that he's saying and what makes them actually work by combining both of them together. So I found it actually very enjoyable, but also extremely informative. When I listened to the basic principles that Lance was sharing, I said, well, the details of this must be really interesting and beneficial.